You thought I was bald, didn't you? Just a little bit, you had to do a double take. This is Wig 101 and today I'm gonna show you my bald cap method. If you've ever had issues with your bald cap, the sides rolling up and it just not looking like a seamless bald base, we're gonna fix that today. First things first, we're gonna make sure we have the perfect base before we put anything on our heads. So in the last video, we talked about the hair prep and you want a nice flat braid down because if those braids aren't flat, the wig is gonna be on Humpty Dumpty. So if you've got your nice flat braid base, then we can keep it moving. We're gonna take our Got To Be gel and we're just gonna make sure that all our edges and just random little hairs are completely away, flat, and won't get pulled off or strained by the bald cap or the wig later. Wait a minute, why am I in my robe? I'm not supposed to be in my robe for this. Okay, that's better because I'm technically teaching a class right now. So why would I be in a robe? I also have my hair dryer and we're gonna do this on cool. For everything we're gonna do, this is gonna be on cool. You can use a warmer heat, but if you are naturally a sweater, then keep it on cool. The reason why I'm doing the brush and the hair dryer at the same time is because if you do it with your fingers and you're pulling while it's drying, when you take your hand off, it's kind of going to create a ripple effect, whereas the brush doesn't do that. Now with that, we want it to be completely dry before we start layering things on. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a wipe. You can use a washcloth with water. I don't use alcohol for this just because I'm already using a spray and I just don't want to add any stress to my hairline. Alcohol is very drying. And so I just don't want to dry my hairline out more than it needs to be. You probably don't want to be wearing makeup for this though, to be honest. Obviously I'm just recording content today, so I had it on. Let's get the wig cap out. And I like to use the, wait, this isn't even the type that I use. I like to use the thin HD wig caps. Look how thin this is. See my hands. We're just going to stretch it out a bit. Okay. We're going to bring it pretty low, probably here. We want it to be completely flat on the places where it's going to sit and where we want it to stick. Now we're going to take our baby scissors, and we're going to cut directly behind the ear. Make sure your entire ear is through. Now it's time for the spray. When it comes to applying the spray, I'm really just tracing around my hairline. That way you get a much more precise application, and I put extra here because this is where it likes to roll back the most, and here on the sides. And then we're using this on cool. The reason why I put extra spray here and here is because when we're applying the wig and we're putting the glue on, I kind of want to make a barrier. So I want the spray to be a little thicker there as well. So it serves two purposes. It makes it stronger and it just creates more of a barrier. Okay. I've had quite a few questions in the past about this spray. I used to use Got To Be, but I just love this because when they say ultimate hold, they mean that. Like, this thing is, it's next level. So since I've started using it, I haven't been able to put it down. Okay, so now we're feeling this. We want to make sure it's completely dry. We don't want it to be tacky, and you'll feel it. It will just feel a little bit sticky. Making sure we don't feel that is crucial, because if it's sticky, it's not dry. So when you come to cut it, it absolutely will lift. We're putting this on to make sure, again, when it comes to cutting it, this thing has already started to melt. Before you even melt your wig, you want to melt your bald cap. So that's what this is going to do. I put this in the same place where I put the spray, and I tied it pretty tight. We're only going to leave this on for like 10 minutes, not a long time. Ooh. Here as well is where I like to cut the ear tabs. It's already being held down by the band, so it just gives me a bit more freedom. Only do that if you're absolutely certain that it's dry. And you should be certain, because if it wasn't dry, you shouldn't have put the band on. The 10 minutes are up, and we're about to take this off. That's exactly how it should come off. It shouldn't stick, anything like that. We are gonna cut it, but before we do, it's time for the makeup. I tend to go for a cream foundation because it just blends in better. At the end of the day, you are putting makeup on fabric. You know, that's what this is. It's essentially a piece of material. And I just find that it blends better. The reason why we're doing this at this stage is because I'm going in, I'm not being rough, but I'm going in with a heavy hand. And if I do this after I cut the cap, then it's probably gonna roll up. And then after the makeup is on, I just do a quick mist with this, and that's gonna seal the makeup in, just to make sure it's dry, again, on cool. And now let's cut this bad boy. There are two ways you can do this, either with like a brow razor or with scissors. If you're a beginner, I would say scissors might be a little bit easier, but I'm gonna do one side with the scissors and the other with the razor, just so you can see the method and decide for yourself. Ooh, I actually almost forgot something. Before you start cutting, you're gonna go in with a rat tail comb and just make sure anywhere you might have oversprayed, you just lift it with the comb. Like right there, I oversprayed here. You can also tell if there's somewhere you've undersprayed. Okay, now we can cut. So if you're doing the scissor method, you are going to pull the cap back, and you're going to, obviously not too much because you don't want to lift the spray, and you're just going to cut. You're going to cut where the spray stops, essentially. And then if you're using the razor, it's a similar thing. You hold the razor where the spray stops again, and you basically pull the cap over it, if that makes sense. Now this is the part where it could all unravel and go wrong. There are two ways you can do this. I prefer to do it with my fingers, which I'll show you, or you can do it with a rat tail comb. But essentially any bits, I hope you can see it, but any bits where it's a little bit lifted, we're gonna make sure it's completely down. Like, so I'll do this side with my fingers and I'll do this side with the comb. This uncool, and really with this, it's all about working quickly, like quick timing. Okay, I tried to do it with the comb, and I used to do it like that back in the day, but honestly, it doesn't even feel natural to me anymore. So yeah, I just like to do it with my fingers, and I'm using a very light motion. Like, I'm not going like this, I'm more so going like that. For the next step, you guessed it, we're going back in with this for the second note. Nice and tight, and again, you definitely want to make sure all that spray you put on is dry. It was really just like a mist this last time. It wasn't like the full thing that we did the first time, so it definitely should be dry. We're gonna leave this on for 10 minutes. This thing has done its time, so let's see what we got. Okay, we're looking nice and bold. This thing is melted. It's covering everything it's supposed to cover. Two things left, but we need to secure it because it's literally just flapping around. I just tie it in a knot. Tuck it in. We may have gotten some spray where we don't want it on our skin, so we're gonna go back in with the wipe. I'll just tuck it on my finger like this for more precision. And that's how we do it. This is how we do it. Yes, this is the base we're looking for before we go in with the wig install. Edges are protected. We've got a nice, clean, bald base. I want to talk a little bit about why we even do a bald cap. A lot of people are against it, but this is why I do it. Number one, I don't want any glue on my edges. When I'm applying that wig and I'm putting the glue, you know, where it needs to go, I want my edges to be completely unaccessible. The second reason is because if I'm using a really thin lace and I apply it straight onto my braids, it will probably show through. Now, if you're applying a wig and you can't see your braids underneath, the lace is too thick. It's too thick. The third thing is, whenever I'm wearing a wig anyway, I put something over my braids. It helps them stay neat as they're growing out, and it helps them last longer, so the wig isn't just like rubbing against my actual hair. Next is the wig install. So you remember that wig that we bleached the knots on, that we plucked? That is the very same wig that we're going to be installing. I cannot wait, because that's the aim of this, to make sure we have a perfectly natural looking installed wig. So that's gonna be one. Make sure you tune in for that. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribed and you click that notification bell so you don't miss the next video coming up or the ones after it. Okay, my future baldies, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.